Music star Taylor Swift is back in Kansas City for her Arrowhead game this weekend. Taylor landed in Kansas on a private jet on Wednesday afternoon, 3 days after she left town to spend time with Travis. While she was enjoying the romantic atmosphere, her Rhode Island mansion was undergoing major renovations and changes. It was reported by the Providence Journal last week that Taylor Swift had signed off on a $1.7 million renovation contract for her mansion in Rhode Island. According to a building permit that was obtained by the publication, Swift planned on adding a bedroom and bathrooms to her home in Westerly. Renovation work on an existing kitchen was reportedly also included in the permit. New photos of the progress of the lavish renovation have now emerged, courtesy of Paul Edward Parker of the Providence Journal. The set of pictures provides a better glimpse of the four-night singer's luxurious mansion. According to the Providence Journal, the 12,657-foot Watch Hill estate was assessed at $2.7 million in 2023. Another photo from Parker shows how the property's perimeter is fenced off. A small sign warning against trespassers can also be seen in the snap. When the renovation was first reported, fans could not help but speculate on Swift's motivation behind her lavish decision. More than a few supporters on social media surmised that the 35-year-old singer-songwriter was adding a nursery. Others even guessed that Swift and her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce, were planning to hold their wedding on the estate. While there has been no statement from the couple about their future plans, an insider told US Weekly in December that Swift does feel like Travis is the one. Moreover, while Swift and Kelce would reportedly love to be engaged, the couple isn't rushing it for the time being. Swift is playing the role of a supportive girlfriend as Kelce looks to help lead the Chiefs to an unprecedented Super Bowl three-peat. Swift was at Arrowhead Stadium on Saturday for Kansas City's 23-4 win over the Houston Texans in the divisional round. She is also expected to be in attendance for Sunday's AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce has outlined his remarkable stance on reaching the AFC Championship game every year with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's either that or I'm a failure. The Chiefs are gearing up for their 7th straight conference title game this weekend, with the Buffalo Bills standing in their way of a 3rd consecutive Super Bowl appearance. Ahead of Sunday's crucial outing at Arrowhead, Kelce has opened up on the pressure he puts on himself to at least reach the AFC showpiece every season, which shocked older brother and Philadelphia Eagles legend Jason. "I don't think people realize how crazy this is," Jason initially said to him on the latest episode of their New Heights podcast. 7 straight times you have been one of the top 2 teams in the AFC. Is it just expected that you're going to go to the AFC Championship game? Travis replied, "I put that on myself every single year. It's either that or I'm a failure. That's a hell of a way to live your life. It's working out so far," Jason responded. "I don't care if I'm the MVP of the league, which I'll never be, or which I've never been up for," Travis then added. "But it doesn't matter what you do individually. It's about what your team does at the end of the day." Kelce and the Chiefs are bidding to become the first team in NFL history to win 3 straight Super Bowls this season. Yet, regardless of what plays out over the next 2.5 weeks, many believe the legendary tight end could hang up his cleats at the end of the 2024 campaign. After putting up the worst regular season numbers of his career and amid his whirlwind romance with pop star Taylor Swift, fans and analysts have questioned how much desire Travis will have to play on next year. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes sparked fears that his good friend could indeed walk away from football once their three-peat bid is over, telling Kansas City's 96.5 FM ahead of Sunday's AFC title game that he has no idea about Travis's future plans. "He hasn't said anything to me if he's thinking that," Mahomes continued. "I know he signed a 2-year extension before the season, and he seems like he still loves football, but he also has a great life as well. Either way, I just appreciate every single time I step on the field with that guy, knowing he's a true legend, not only of the Chiefs but of the NFL. If it's his last game, let's go out there and get him a win. If it's not his last game, let's go out and win anyways, huh?" Amid claims he could be set to retire, Kelce produced a scintillating display to help Kansas City get past the Houston Texans in the divisional round of the playoffs, with girlfriend Swift watching on from the stands. The 35-year-old made a mockery of those suggestions after taking 7 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown in one of his most successful outings of 2024. And after reaching the 100-yard mark against Houston, he also set another all-time NFL record. The legendary tight end has now recorded 100 or more receiving yards in 9 postseason games over the course of his career, the most by any player in history. He was previously tied in the all-time standings with former San Francisco 49ers receiver Jerry Rice on 8 games. Kelce already holds numerous NFL records, including most consecutive and most overall seasons with 1,000 yards by a tight end 7. Most receiving yards by a tight end in a single season, 1,416. Most receptions by a tight end in their first 10 seasons, 814. Most receptions, 172, and receiving touchdowns, 22 in the playoffs. Back in December, he also became the quickest tight end in history to reach 12,000 career receiving yards after doing so in 172 games, surpassing the previous record held by Chiefs legend Tony Gonzalez, 210 games. Chiefs superstar Travis also revealed the app he wouldn't be able to survive without after the temporary ban of TikTok sent America crazy last week. The Chinese-owned social media platform went dark for around 12 hours before Donald Trump's inauguration, leaving millions of U.S. users unable to access its content. While Jason admitted he didn't even know it happened, not on TikTok, Travis revealed he knew it happened, but didn't give 2SS about it. Continuing, he said, "Shout out to everybody on TikTok that needs it to make money and does a great job of promoting themselves and their business on there. But that didn't affect me one bit. I'm an Instagram and Twitter guy. It is what it is. I got off Facebook a long time ago and never went back since they let all the old people get on." In the discussion, which aired on this week's edition of the New Heights podcast, Jason then asked his brother if there were any apps that he couldn't be without. In response, Travis revealed, "I'm going to say YouTube or Spotify. That would mean I'm out of a job." While not strictly true, given the mega money NFL contract Travis is still on with the Chiefs, the podcast popularity has provided another big source of income for the Kelce brothers. New Heights is regularly catapulted to the top of the podcast charts, in part due to Travis's relationship with pop superstar Taylor Swift. On the field, the Chiefs have once again made it to the AFC Championship game and face the Buffalo Bills this weekend for a spot in the Super Bowl. While who doesn't love a reason to celebrate? Whether it's a new job, engagement, pregnancy, or birthday, life's big moments deserve a little fanfare. And if there's one couple who knows how to celebrate, it's Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. On January 18th, the Kansas City Chiefs star, 35, hit the turf at Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, to take on the Houston Texans. KC won, by the way. But while Kelce's incredible catches and game-changing touchdown were definitely highlight-worthy, it was his post-play celebration that really caught my attention. Kelce is kind of known for his signature dance moves, and this game was no exception. After a big catch, he raised his hands in triumph, hyping up the crowd. But the real show came after his touchdown when he hit the Dougie to celebrate his moment in the end zone. And guess what? Swift was just as excited as he was. A photo from the game shows Swift in the suite, standing and cheering after Kelce's touchdown. She's all smiles, clearly overjoyed, as the rest of the suite joins in on the celebration. Honestly, supportive girlfriend vibes at their peak. But the four-night singer isn't the only one bringing the support in this relationship. Kelce recently opened up about their dynamic during an interview with Stephen A. Smith, sharing how he's equally there for her. "I think personally that's the beauty of being in a very strong relationship. You get that support to be able to come in and focus on your craft, focus on being the best version of you," Kelce said. "That's why I wanted to be at the concert supporting her and being there for her, making sure she feels comfortable and supported with everything she's doing in life," he added, referencing Swift's iconic Eras tour.